God Squad. Says here, black woman sold out. Let me turn this music down. Give me 1 second. Sold out her own race for Trump. That's what I got titled here. Kamala claps back and gets roasted by Trump. This is sold out her own race for Trump. That's what I got titled here. This is becoming a regular thing. This is becoming a regular thing, man. You know. Anyway, we got a lot to unpack today, man. Black woman under fire for speaking her mind. Y'all already know what's going on. Michaelah, I don't know if her name is Michaelah or Michaelah Montgomery. We got Kamala's response. We got all this stuff going on right now. This video that y'all looking at that I got up right now it's in Europe right now. This is in the UK. You're doing the same thing in Bangladesh, Venezuela, the stock market crash. We're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about the dude that turned me or changed my mind about conservatives. His name is King Face. A lot of people hated him. I love him.
Emotional diamond.
Popping God's work.
Class essential, nigga, pull up.
I say I loved him because he's no longer here with us today. Look at these cats in Europe, man. We're going to show Hillary Clinton and Trump roasted her too. I'm going to show you what the protests look like in Bangladesh, because they are in Bangladesh beating people down right now. I think more than 300 people died over there so far. Venezuela is a little bit more peaceful, but who knows how long that's going to last. People that got Bitcoin is panicking right now. They ain't got no fear. Oh, yeah. Got a video of Aiden Ross interviewing the president. All that today on Mac Mean True Story. All stories ain't true, but this one is. What's going on in the world today? This is the condition of the world right now. Right now. Right now. Y'all getting mad about paying $5 for bread, right? I mean, $3 for bread now. That shit's about to be $6. Watch. We cannot let Kamala in. We not letting that happen. Nah. They want to flip this country. They want to bag up. They want to get their bread and run and leave us here with the problem. I'm telling you, it's a money grab. Money grab. Oh yeah, they turning it up in the UK, man. This is like regular people, man, hitting the streets. a possibility? 3 countries at one time. Rottingham. Or Rotherham. Typical Black Lives Matter deal right now. They wilding on this movie. Throwing chairs. Oh, they getting the police up out of there. They wilding. They wilding right now. These motherfuckers is drunk and fueled in front of the church. They play different in the UK. Oh, they trying to put this gonna go back. Ladies in the UK right now.
Watch yourself for these bricks.
Basically trying to run out the black people, like who they trying to run out the Muslims out your country, Zade? Hey Zade, can you call in? I'm gonna drop a number down. You know what I'm saying?
Stand there, I'll get me on YouTube. It's gonna be.
Motherfuckers out there burning cars and shit.
Do you write down what you're going to say?
They got fires and shit. What the fuck are they doing out there in the UK, man? What going on in the UK, y'all? Anyway, I ain't gonna spend too much time on this. I'll wait for Zade to call to explain to us what the fuck going on. Oh man, that concerns me. The whole world. That concerns me. Now let's see if Zade calls in, man. This is crazy, bro. This shit is crazy. She said they basically that sounds like some Rwanda shit. Next thing you know, you're gonna see knives and shit. But you know what? I don't understand if these be the issues, and people are out here protesting for a reason, right? How does it go from protesting to y'all beating police up with rocks? Oh, you want to drop the link? How do y'all go to, you know what I'm saying, from protesting and shit to breaking windows open and beating the police up? This is in the UK right now. Rotherham. I don't know if this is going on everywhere. I think that's what we want to ask Zade. Is this going on everywhere in the UK, or is she seeing this shit now? You know. Let me pin the link there. And look, you know, please don't hit that link. If you're not in the UK, don't.
Yeah, can you hear me, Matthew?
Yeah, is this?
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Is this real?
Yeah, it's real. So basically what's happened is in a place called Southport, which is in the north of England. So I'm in the south of England. So the north, they kind of speak a little bit different. You know, the whole of England is a very small place. It's like one state in America. Do you get what I'm saying? So England is not a big place at all. So we've been getting an influx of immigrants as well, but like millions and millions. So they've been sending them out to these seaside spots, which is basically by the beach, where there's a lot of poverty. You lot might in your country, you might say it's like a trailer park, right?
Like the ghetto.
Yeah, so basically a young black man, I don't know if he had mental health issues or whatever, he's run into a dance school and stabbed 8 young children. So this is what started all of these protests. First of all, they were friendly protests that have turned now into, you know, looting and basically people burning down their own communities and just taking, you've got a small fraction that have been taking advantage of the situation. You've got quite a lot of racists in England as well who don't even like, it doesn't matter if you're Muslim, they just don't want to see you if you're black, period. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, there's a far right white supremacy, or like what you would say, like group that have kind of stirred up a lot of racial tension online, and it's basically spurred.
So the guy that stabbed him, what was his nationality? The guy that stabbed the kids?
He looked like he could have been Somalian or Eritrean, but because of that, they're saying he's a Muslim. So a lot of mosques have been targeted, blowtorched. You know, the Muslims are standing up for themselves, rightfully so. You know, I've got a lot of Muslims in my community. I've got a lot of Muslims in my family. You know, so it's a frightening time because London's basically on fire at the moment, and the police don't seem to have anything under control. The police are running away from crowds while their cars are getting burned, getting turned over. The police are getting stabbed, you know, getting torched. It's scary. It's scary. Nobody feels protected at the moment.
What was it? Did they kill the dude that stabbed them kids? What did they do with him?
No, because there's no gun policies over here. So he's been arrested and he went to court today. But there's a lot of, I think there's an undercurrent of poverty that we're going through over here, where a lot of people are not working. You know, a lot of people that have small children can barely afford to feed their children. London's one of the most expensive cities in the world, next to Paris. You know, you're talking about $5 for a loaf of bread. Some people can't even over there. So can you imagine the dollar is to the pound, how much it is to feed your small family over here? People are going to food banks whilst you've got people from other countries coming in seeking asylum that are being given free money, you know, places to live. You know, the government seems to be looking after them whilst they're not looking after their own. So I feel like there's an undercurrent anyway of people having enough of certain situations, and then on top of that, you've got that mixed up with a few racists that want to take the opportunity to escalate the problem.
Man, how does it look outside where you at? Is it nasty?
Oh, where I am, I don't live in that type of area. I live in what you would call a suburb, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so where I live like, how do I say this? Okay, in an affluent area. I live in an area where you're not going to really see a lot of people struggling, even though I don't know what's going on in anybody's household. I couldn't tell you how much milk or bread people have got in their houses, but yeah, where I live, there's not a lot of that going on. But even up here, you know, my name.
How much is a gallon?
Yeah. I mean, we don't do them by gallons, but I think like a pint of milk would be about £3.79, which I think is smaller than a gallon. You know, I don't drink milk myself. Yeah, I don't drink milk, so I can't remember the last time I bought milk.
A pint of milk is $3?
£3, yeah. So a pint of milk would just be like a glass of milk.
Damn.
Like a big glass of milk. I mean, you're for a family, your weekly average shopping is going to set you back at least £400.
And how much is that equivalent to in the dollars?
I think that'd probably be about like, maybe, my daughter just came back from LA, so she said it would probably be about £550 for like a weekly shop. She said America is a lot cheaper than over here. But I mean, it depends on what your lifestyle is as well. Both my children are grown and have left home. So I live in my house with just my husband. So and I'm a chef as well. So I don't really feel that pinch on buying food and stuff like that, because I eat at work most of the time. And then when I get home, I'm tired. So if I've got a week off, we're either out of the country or I just do shopping then. So I don't really feel what other people are feeling. But I do understand that, you know, some people are not even being able to afford certain things that they could afford before. You know, I've been in the supermarket where kids are crying because they want what you lot would call cookies. We call them biscuits over here. Would want biscuits, and you know, I gave some money to a lady the other day because my heart was breaking, and it is how it is. It's hard. My neighbour's house got repossessed. My neighbour next door, they couldn't afford to pay their mortgage anymore. You know, it's bad out here. It's bad out here. So
what's the government stand on immigrants and stuff like that? Are they more like a Biden administration?
No. We've just had a change in power. So our last prime minister was called Rishi Sunak. Now we've got a guy called Keir Starmer in. So the last government was conservative. This government that we've got now is Labour. They're supposed to be more for the people. I think how you would sort of term Democrats and Republicans. That's why a lot of your lives, I just listen because I don't understand. So I'm just trying to grasp it. I can't really have a dog in the fight. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I don't really understand the politics over there. But Labour is supposed to more be for the people, but they've not been into power. They've not been in power for a year yet, and all of this has kicked off. The immigrant status, we were letting a lot of people in. Rishi Sunak, who was an Asian, was trying to get them all deported to Rwanda, which I couldn't see was a better, you know, you're going to take them from one war-torn country, they come here for help, only to try and deport them to Rwanda. It was turned down by the international human rights. I think it was at least 3 or 4 times. So I don't know what the outcome of it is going to be now. I do know that the last 5 stabbings that have been televised and have been really serious have been by immigrants that have come to this country. And I don't know whether they do it because they don't want to get deported. They want to get put in prison over here. I know over here, once you've been in prison over a certain amount of years, you can't get deported. So I don't know what the motive is, but that's just the way it is. The last 5 stabbings and it just, the black kids that get stabbed over here that are drilling and killing each other, you never see that on the news. When the white kids get stabbed, it goes international, and this is what's happening now. So we'll just have to see where this takes us. But yeah, the streets are basically on fire. Today when I got back from work and I went into my local supermarket to pick up a few things because I've got a few days off work, I was getting a few funny looks as well from some of the people who are now feeling a little bit strong because the racism is in the air, and it's thick in the air as well, and you can feel it if you're black. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, that's all I've got to say on that, Matt. I mean, it's not a good situation at all. And London doesn't feel safe at the moment at all. The police have got no control.
So is it like a race war? Is it safe to say this is a race war?
Is it safe to say it's a police war, did you say?
A race war.
Yes, it is a race war. Definitely. It's a race war. And it's been ignited because the guy that stabbed, I think it was 8 little girls he stabbed. So we don't know if he was crazy. I don't condone that at all. I don't condone any violence against children. And anyone within their right frame of mind doesn't condone any violence against anybody. But you've got a minority of people who have stirred up a lot of racial hatred, and it's just spreading like wildfire now. So,
well, I think the party that's running shit is the equivalent to Democrats over there right now, because the conservatives is who we trying to put in office over here. So you saying since they took over, shit's been fucked up? Oh, Zade, we lost Zade. Give me a second, y'all. This shit is wild. Now, look, until we get Zade back up here, I'm gonna stop sharing the screen. But like I said, this is happening in Bangladesh and Venezuela as well. All right, shit going on. Stock market just crashed, and I think in India it's going crazy right now. So I want to show y'all this video. Damn, that shit just blew mine. Now I got this video titled as something crazy. Let me see. Double tap the screen. Let's get the lights up. Black woman sold out her own race for Trump. Exclamation. I was going to put a question mark to keep y'all guessing, but I said, nah, let's get right into it. You know what I mean? Because this woman is taking a lot of backlash. Her name is, I don't know how to pronounce her first name. It's Michaelah Montgomery. Let's hear what she got to say, because they went in her hiney after this. Salute to Zade for pulling up.
School bus driver in a traffic jam. I'm so happy you all came out to see me.
Now, double tap the screen, get the lights up. And this is for the people that swear that because they look at the beehive and all this other trendy shit going on, they act like they don't see this. Let's see.
My name is Michaelah Montgomery. A lot of you guys know me as the girl from Chick-fil-A, but I am so much more than that. Not only do I serve as the CEO of Conserve the Culture, I am also the state director for Blexit down here in Georgia. I'm a Fulton County coordinator for America First Works, and I'm also launching a podcast on the Patriots Prayer Network, so put some respect on my name. Now, why don't we jump right into it? See, as a young single mother, I can tell y'all that rent is too damn high.
A few days ago, some officials in Washington, D.C. issued some rules forcing schools to let certain boys access girls' locker rooms and sports teams. Now, whenever a boy identifies as a girl, that boy can come into my locker room where I change. He can use the bathroom where I need privacy. He can even get placed into my hotel room with me overnight when my team travels. These same officials have also said that these boys must be allowed to compete against me on the basketball courts and even have the ability to take away my spot to play on these teams. That is not okay. You don't just become a girl by what you feel or by what you think. The government should not force us to disregard common sense and reality, especially not by using Title IX, a law meant to protect women's opportunities.
One downside to being immortal, I can't play dead. Keep your eyes on me. Woo! Back like I never left! Victory will be.
I can tell you that as a young black voter, groceries are too damn high. And as an American citizen, period, seniors like my parents should never have to choose between medicine or food. It should never be the quality of life versus the quantity of life. And I don't want to hear, oh, but we capped the price of insulin and lowered the price of all these medicines. Yeah, but you raised the price of everything else, so it's about time to start telling the truth to Americans and let them know exactly what they're signing up for if they want to vote for Kamala Harris.
Y'all seen Aiden Ross and Trump interview earlier?
Senator Harris and Biden, the average Georgia household is losing $1,060 per month, and inflation is at 21.4%. And due to the war on energy, average gas prices have reached record highs for the state. We also did a poll, and 80% of us Black Americans are not happy with the current state of the economy. So I'm going to need 80% of y'all to vote accordingly in November. They love me. They love me. They really love me. The left wants you to get in your feelings about things that have been said, but I want you guys to pay attention to what has been done. They don't want to talk policy. They just want to use propaganda to steal your vote. The left is trying to tout this woman as a savior for the Black community, but all she's done is hurt the Black community since.
And let's not get it twisted. Kamala claps right back. I got that in a second, man. Double tap the screen. Let's get the lights up.
She came into the game. See, the first step in destroying the Black community is to dismantle the Black family. So aside from her record as a prosecutor, why don't we ask Mrs. Willie Brown if Kamala Harris cares about Black families? I wonder if Mrs. Willie Brown, a Black woman, is also with her. A few days ago, President Trump said he didn't know Vice President Harris was a Black woman. I'm trying to figure out what all the outrage is about because she's only Black when it's time to get elected.
Double tap screen, get the lights up.
Did I lie? The same Black people who are mad at Trump for being confused.
We're going down a rabbit hole tonight. Let's not get into a confusion.
About her race, ethnicity, nationality, whatever, are seemingly forgetting that while you're touting her as a savior for Black people.
Oh, I'm just warming up. Trust me. Trust me. It's about to get racial and everything in this chat. Trust me. Pay attention.
She identifies as an Asian woman. She chose her side and it wasn't ours.
Hold up. Well, you know what? I'm going to show y'all something. I want to show y'all why I say that Kamala's just not ready. Check this out. Look how he did Hillary. He violated Hillary politely with a white tie, bow tie. Watch this. Did her bad and didn't lie on him. Remember this? Remember this?
She couldn't remember 39 times. Nah.
Hillary gonna turn red. But in my opinion, Hillary was more of a presence, a political presence, than Kamala. Let's debate, man. Answer the poll.
Hillary is so corrupt. She got kicked off the Watergate Commission. How corrupt you have to be to get kicked off the Watergate Commission. Pretty corrupt. Hillary is and has been in politics since the 70s. What's her pitch? The economy is busted. The government's corrupt. Washington is failing. Vote for me. I've been working on these problems for 30 years. I can fix it, she says. I wasn't really sure if Hillary was going to be here tonight because I guess you didn't send her invitation by email. Or maybe you did, and she just found out about it through the wonder of WikiLeaks. We've learned so much from WikiLeaks. For example, Hillary believes that it's vital to deceive the people by having one public policy and a totally different policy in private. That's okay. I don't know who they're angry at, Hillary. You're right. For example, here she is tonight in public.
Fuck media train. He just prepared. He ready for this shit.
Pretending not to hate Catholics.
Yeah, I might post that StreamYard link. Salute. We won in the building.
Now, if some of you haven't noticed, Hillary isn't laughing as much as the rest of us.
Look at her face.
That's because...
Look at her face. Look at her face. You seen what he did with Hillary? He said we won't even make it to Big Prepper. Big Prepper says we won't even make it to the elections. Fear-mongering.
She knows the jokes. And all of the jokes were given to her in advance of the dinner by Donna.
Her face. She's mad as fuck.
Brazil. Which is... Everyone knows, of course, Hillary's belief that it takes a village. Which only makes sense, after all, in places like Haiti, where she's taken a number of them.
Whatever we do, we must fight back again.
All that racism shit, y'all can throw it out the window because you see what he do with a white woman, right?
This clip captures the competitive dynamic and Trump's penchant for bold, provocative statements.
I'm beating him off.
That's why I rock with him. For the same thing, y'all fake motherfuckers, you know your uncles. Now every cool motherfucker in your hood that's an OG talk just like this nigga Trump. Let's not play.
Badly in the polls.
But you're not beating Hillary.
So
You're not beating Hillary.
Well, then if I can't beat her, you're really going to get killed, aren't you? So let me ask you this, because you're really getting beaten badly. I know you're embarrassed. I know you're embarrassed, but keep fighting, keep swinging, man. Swing for the fences.
Thank you, Zade, for pulling up, because I didn't know none of that.
Let me just tell you.
An unexpected interruption at a rally, showcasing his unorthodox approach to handling situations.
I have the biggest bank in the world as a tenant of mine in New York. The biggest in the world, a Chinese bank. Don't worry about that, baby. I love babies. So I love babies. I hear that baby crying. I like it. I like it. What a baby. What a beautiful baby. Don't worry. The mom's running around like, don't worry about it, you know. It's young and beautiful and healthy, and that's what we want. Okay, but look. We have the piggy bank. They have ripped us to shreds. Ripped us absolutely to shreds. Actually, I was only kidding. You can get the baby out of here. That's all right. Don't worry. I think she really believed me that I love having a baby crying while I'm speaking. That's okay. People don't understand. That's okay.
A lighthearted moment as Trump engages with a young supporter, reminding us of the personal connections candidates strive to make.
Where's your daddy? And your mommy, right? Do you want to go back? Do you want to go back to them, or do you want to stay with Donald Trump?
Trump.
Donald's response to a question from conservative commentator Hugh Hewitt showcases his confrontational style.
Hugh, go ahead.
And they say he's scared to debate Kamala. Kamala, let me tell you something, Kamala. Megan Thee Stallion is not going to come save you, boo-boo.
Mr. Trump. Are you going to?
This is who they trying to put her against. You had a chance with Biden and his writers. You know what I'm saying? Because you've seen him be a president for 4 years. You might trick the people with him, but you can't trick the people with no Kamala.
Ask anybody else a question? Every single question comes to me.
Mr. Trump.
I know I'm good for the ratings, but it's a little bit ridiculous.
No, but Mr. Trump, a year ago, you told me on my radio show, the audio and the transcript are out there on YouTube, that you would release your tax returns. True. Are you going back on your
No, I'm not.
commitment?
First of all, very few people listen to your radio show. That's the good news. Let me just, which happens to be true. Check out the ratings.
You're a billionaire, though. Why would you not move it here just for having it in America?
Excuse me, because I'm a businessman. Let me just tell you something, and it's very interesting. You're not bringing up anything new. You know, you're acting like you're the great reporter, blah, blah, blah.
The Pew Research, which is independent, says...
Don't be naive. You're a very naive person.
The Pew Research says that there are, for immigrants on the whole,
Come on, try getting it out. Try getting it out.
I'll get it out.
I mean, I don't know if you're going to put this on television, but you don't even know what you're talking about. Try getting it out. Go ahead. Okay.
It's fun when you,
This tense exchange highlights the contentious relationship between the soon-to-be president and the media.
Not you. Your organization's terrible. Let's go. Go ahead. Quiet. Go ahead. She's asking a question. Don't be rude. Don't be rude. No, I'm not going to give you a question. I'm not going to give you a question.
Can you state categorically?
You are fake news.
Sir, can you state categorically that nobody...
Some controversial views come under scrutiny in this
I ain't
CNN.
gonna lie. People might say that's what you call a man's man. Somebody wants the person that they can relate to.
Interview.
I'm not saying I defended. I didn't respond, okay? It's the first time in my life I've caused controversy, but...
Mind you, I'm just showing you why Kamala and people like that is not viable candidates. They're not strong like that.
Not responding. I thought I was very good. I didn't respond, and I ended up causing controversy. He said Muslims are a problem, okay? That's what he said. Okay, are they a problem? You tell me. And I say, I don't see the people, and I use it often, that knocked down the World Trade Center going back to Sweden, okay? So he said Muslims are a problem. That was part of what he said. Well,
like a pig. I never saw a guy sweat like this. The sweat is pouring down. I think Rubio is a low energy, but here's the problem with Rubio. When you sweat that much, now think of it.
It gets worse. It gets worse. Trust me, I'm gonna let this show mature. You know what I mean? The show, we will be going somewhere. All right, we're only 38 minutes. Double tap the screen, get the lights up. Who wants to be mad? Let me play some shit to make you mad then. Especially for the people. The people that hate Trump love coming here. I don't know why. I mean, I call these motherfuckers. What that shit is called? S&P, double O, M&P, S&M. What are they into? Pain? Like the Trump haters love coming here. But look, check this out. This is why there's not too many people that's ready for this cat.
Now he's always coughing into his hand, and it's not a real cough. It's a nervous habit. He's got to stop. That's because there was no real cough. He just goes. I like it. Is that okay? Yeah, let him go a little bit longer, okay? Yeah, look at these two guys. And then it'll turn out to be a lousy show, and I'll say, you were right, Jason. It'll be good. So go for another 20 minutes. Is that all right? Okay, go ahead.
Thank you, Jason.
It seems to be a nice flow.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Let's go.
Well, you did reality.
I'll be in trouble with my people. Like Biden says, I don't have that problem. But, well, first of all, he would never, he couldn't do this interview.
Exactly.
You asked him questions like this?
No,
exactly. Biden couldn't get on the show like this and be without a teleprompter. He's not, but Biden's up out of this. And I don't think Kamala could do it.
We were talking about that. We were like, we'd like to extend the invite to Joe Biden if he'd like to come on this podcast.
Yeah, I think he should. You know what chance you have of getting him on? I'd say less than 1%. Okay?
It's simple. Harris appeals to the heart, you know what I mean, and people's emotions, and Trump appeals to people's brains. It's just a simple fact.
That'd be interesting. I'd actually watch that one. Okay, see how long it lasted. And they tell me stories that they've seen things that you wouldn't believe. These are not people that you would say, gee, that's okay.
President of the United States.
But
I said,
who is it? That's Joe Biden wanting to do an interview.
Now, Sleepy Joe would say the
No reply, aka B1 coming in hot. He said, shut up and eat a dick, bullsy.
unemployment rate in the great state of Ohio. No, you're in South Carolina. Joe, you're in South. They come up and you ever see the guy that no, it's South Carolina. It's not Ohio. Okay. And he goes, all right, Iowa. Did you say Iowa? No, he did that like 7 times. If I did that once, it would be the end of the road, right? Be the end of the road. They'd say Trump has lost it. They like to say that anyway, I guess. No, but could you imagine if I said just a small fraction of the mistakes he makes, which are unbelievable, every speech? I actually said the other night, I was watching him when he said about half the population wiped out with guns. I said, that's a horrible thing.
Now, for you great people that's out there, you know what I'm saying, at this channel, I'm going to share something with you motherfuckers, right? People ask me, why do I like Trump? It ain't about Trump, see? You motherfuckers just dislike people, that's all it is. Your politics is based around you just not liking a person. Let's keep it real. You're not doing God's work, you're doing the devil's work. On one hand, and you know this is ironic, this is the weirdest shit in the world, right? That these motherfuckers be doing devil's work and they think that they classify what they doing as something godly. Ain't shit that you doing godly out here. You're doing the devil's work. Alright? The devil. I used to be one of those dudes to call anybody that had a correct, like if anybody, like any black man that could articulate himself and speak to me in a way where like how I'm speaking right now, that shit was weakness to me. To me, you must have been a mook or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Something must not been clicking right, because why would you be talking like that? I will be focused on the person. I'll be attacking him as opposed to what he's saying. It wasn't until I seen a motherfucker named King Face. God bless the dead. Now, I'm going to show you something about this kid right here, King Face, right? King Face comes into the picture. He's a dude from, New York, right? And he pops out talking all of this MAGA shit. MAGA this, MAGA that, right? Black dude. At a time when this shit was unheard of. I mean, these motherfuckers was hunting us down out this motherfucker. If you said that you rock with Trump, they was hunting you down. Yet, King Face used to hit the streets running. Boom. Talking that Trump shit. Talking that Republican shit. Getting in people's face on 2/5, all that, right? Next thing you know, Candace Owens meets him. But look, this is my entry into paying attention to the issues, because I was arguing with this nigga right here. This is the nigga that changed my mind. Pig game.
They don't want you to prosper for yourself. That's why y'all look at a guy like me and say I'm crazy. I'm defending a racist. Nah, I'm not defending a racist. Lowest black unemployment. Yo, there's $100 billion that y'all can get right now in y'all community, right now, to save y'all community. Y'all ain't doing that shit. And
back then, when I was being hunted. This is back then when we had the walk away movement. This is back then when people was looking at us like we were crazy. Look how people were looking at him. Like, what are you talking about? You like Trump? You're Uncle Tom. That's all you heard. Your own family was calling you this shit. But like I said, on one end, they're attacking your emotions and appealing to your fucking emotions, your low self, right? And on the other end, they're appealing to your brain. You got to figure out which one is going to win.
y'all want to cry about Trump. Fuck out of here with that shit. Fuck out of here with that shit. Y'all be crying about Trump. You got the American flag. I hope you support Trump. You don't support Trump? How you don't support Trump? You got an American flag.
Now watch his face.
You're not American? You're not American? Come here, let me ask you. No, let's talk about it. Of course you ain't gonna talk about it because you know no better, man. Stop being a slave to these fucking Democrats, man. Those are your fucking real slave owners. All right, so you need to get your own, right? I believe you. That's why you should be proud to be American, because you couldn't.
Mr. Taino, don't you know that the Democrats is against you more than they against us? You better wake the fuck up.
Make money in this country. Where else could you make money at? Where do you think everybody come over here? Because they can't make money.
Dang, Lansky smoke.
They gotta come here and take our money and put it back to their country. Don't even help our economy. You live here. Yeah, you should be proud to be American.
Waxito! Let me let my nigga Wax up here. If you see, if you want to pull up here.
Are you from this country? Was you born here? Why you not proud to be American? That shit don't make no sense. Why are you here? If y'all
King Face goes on Candace Owens show. This is what he used to do, right? Next thing you know, Candace Owens season. She being attacked. Yo, I'm going viral for this shit in Facebook at this time, right? Next thing you know, she has them appear on this right here. This is a Blexic panel. Check this out. Candace Owens.
Nah, but let's start up by this. Let's talk about the word can't.
Remember, he started on 125th Street yelling at people, telling them, wake the fuck up.
The word I feel is the most dangerous word in the English language. This word has been used to keep people down, especially the black community. We were told you're black. You can't make it in
I got a crush on Candace Owens. So what?
America. You can't
better than having a crush on Meg Thee Stallion.
You can't own anything. You can't get loans from banks. You can't live in nice places, and you can't start businesses. Everything that deters black people from advancing starts with can't. It made me realize the word can't is very dangerous because it causes self-doubt and it also stops your brain from working.
Double tap the screen. Let's get the lights up, people.
So you can't figure out solutions unless it's put in front of another day.
Share this video on Facebook, wherever you at. Instagram, share it in your messages. Just share this video out real quick. Get people involved with the conversation, man. We can talk.
Dangerous word called lose, as in can't lose. And we as a community need to adopt that can't lose attitude. I've adopted that attitude a long time ago. Look at me. Yeah, look at me right there. Jeez, how did I walk in those pants? How did I do that? I don't even understand. How did I do that? If anyone had the word can't use,
they killed him. They killed him. Yeah, they killed him. And they tried to say that he had AIDS and that's how he died. Ironically, I got an interview up here right now with the girl that he was with. And she ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? I got a 2-hour interview with her.
Who's against them? It's me. I'm a former gang member. I've committed crimes. I'm from the hood. Black, obviously. Tatted up. Barely have a real education. And yet I was able to change my mindset and make a name for myself. With this change of my mindset, I have become respected by scholars.
Yeah, nobody know this clown, but yet the president know him. Nobody know you. Rafael Ricon. Check it out. 86,000 seconds for you, puppy. All right, check it out. He passed away. I remember it seemed unreal how a healthy dude died overnight. That's exactly what happened to him. He died overnight.
And also great influential people like Candace Owens, Isaiah Washington, Rob Smith. Hold on, this clicker.
They said he died from AIDS. They said he died from AIDS out of nowhere. Just died. Just died. From AIDS. That's what the headlines was. I'm trying to tell y'all. But like I said, I interviewed his girlfriend. Her name is Gigi. Matter of fact, let me take this screen off for 1 second. If y'all want to go look at the interview, y'all could. I didn't know this is probably my first interview ever. This is it right here. Gigi speaks on relationship with King Face and HIV rumors. The CDC attacked this video. Oh, I seen the CDC. Yeah, but that's the video right there. I don't feel like refreshing it. Gigi speaks on relationship with King Face. Yeah, he died out of nowhere. Oh boy. Instead, this way. King Face. Healthy, young cat, you know what I'm saying? Getting the word out there. J. Rico, slow. Slow. What's good? Hello? Can you hear me?
Talking to me?
Yeah, you're on mute. You're on mute.
Yeah, give me a second.
Selling drugs, committing crimes, being a rapper, or playing sports. That you could actually be successful in other avenues like politics, where you can be put in positions to create real change in your communities that will help the masses, not just ourselves. But I'm sorry to say, we've also adopted another dangerous trait, which is selfishness. We're real selfish. Like, nobody wanted to give me no gum. My breath was hot, but it's hot. Everything is about ourselves, not each other. Even back in the day, we as a community raised our kids.
Oh, that was just a brief, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to show you, man. If you want to know, if you the people that got that question on where I adopted thinking from, I used to see him and I thought that was real brave of him and stupid to be going on 125th Street yelling at people and shit. Now, this is Trump reveals what killed America, but more importantly, I think they mistitled this. I think that this video is more about what he plans on doing, because this woman right here, like most reporters, they don't even give him a chance to answer. If y'all find the same thing, let me know.
Tell us about your policy plans and how they will impact the lives of American citizens.
So we're going to have more jobs than we've ever had. Look, we had that. Nobody ever had an economy pre-COVID, and then after COVID, we did a phenomenal job. We handed over a stock market. We would have had a depression. I believe if I wasn't president, a couple of people are saying this very strongly now, we would have had a depression like in 1929. That was a bad thing. COVID came in, nobody knew what it was, nobody knew how to handle it. We closed it down to China. Governors then made decisions whether they wanted to keep it. Actually, the Republican governors made the right decisions. The Democrat governors closed everything down. It was up to them. It wasn't up to the president.
But you focused on lower taxes and deregulation.
Right.
Tell us how that leads to job creation.
So I cut taxes more than any other president in history, more so than Ronald Reagan. We had the biggest tax cut in history. All of a sudden, and we had business incentive cuts. And they hired people at levels that they've never.
You know what's so crazy? Y'all ask for this shit. Of what is he talking about policy related? Y'all go and get your news from a fucking rally, and then you come to the channel talking about he's lying. What is he lying about? This is what I don't understand about you, some of y'all, man. If you want to say that he's lying, tell me what he's lying about. Because so far, everything that came out of his mouth in the last 58 fucking seconds has been true, and it's policy related. This is what y'all asking for. You're asking for policy. Now I see why you motherfuckers don't know what policy is, because you're not looking for it. You're not looking for it. You're looking for the scandal, bro. That's really what you want, bro. But what are you getting at the end of this motherfucking road? Let me tell you something, right? Listen. Learn how to fucking listen. He spoke for 58 seconds. Didn't I tell y'all you're going to get a goofy to fuck? Listen, this lady just launched 2 questions at him in less than a fucking minute. 2 questions.
Hired before. As an example, Apple and other companies They had big money, billions and billions of dollars offshore outside of this country. You couldn't bring it back. There was no mechanism to bring it back. And then the tax was too high. They had to pay like 50% tax. Who's going to do that? And I made it.
Ming, what you talking about? Somebody just flashed a random pic. Let me know who he is so I can block him. Word.
So that they could bring the money back. I made it much simpler, and I also reduced the tax. And the billions of dollars came pouring.
Easily debunked. I'm not about to argue with these cats, man. Double tap the screen, get the likes up. Trump was the worst president ever. Oh God, come on, gas was $2 when he was president. Like, who wants cheap gas? Oh man, I was about to snap on you, bro. I was about to snap because I'm on active mode right now. I need y'all to double tap the screen, get the likes up, man. They wanted policy. I'm showing them policy, and they say he's lying. Motherfucker can't get the sentence out of his mouth, man. Y'all gonna have to listen. Time these motherfuckers out, man. Yo, listen. If I have to time you out, I'm letting you know that's just over. You're gonna get bored looking at this video. Trust me. If I time you out, it's for how many seconds, y'all? Can y'all get in the chat and tell them how many seconds I'm gonna time them out for? Please don't offend me. How long am I going to time him out? This is the guy who bans everyone who questions him, laughing my ass off. Not all of us are bots, bro. Trump got convicted, led by, well, you can hit the link. The link is pinned. Up until then, 87,000 seconds for you. Because you don't know how to call me Mac Mean. You're going to call me this guy. You come to my channel and call me this guy. What guy? 87,000 seconds, baby. 5,000, 86,000 seconds, or 87, one of those. Oh, man. Okay. Now that we got that sorted out in the chat. You wanted policy, so shut the fuck up and let them talk about the policy, okay? Now, we at the hour mark. In 3 more minutes. So for the next hour, we're going to be very, very prejudiced and highly prejudiced. If you say anything against Trump, we're going to make it true what you said. I don't want to hear it. You're right. You found me out. I'm busted, Ming. Ming, look at me. I'm busted. I'm prejudiced. I don't want to hear none of that shit you're talking about. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's me, prejudice. Now, let me continue. Policy is what y'all wanted. So here's the policy.
Back into our country, and they were spending the money. So here's what we're doing. We're going to get the first thing, we're going to get energy way down. Drill, baby, drill. All right?
Now,
we're going to get energy way down. That's going to lead to the inflation. What's killed this country more than anything in the last 3.5 years is inflation inflicted upon.
I mean, you've been saying this so much. I mean, you think that somebody will fact check the shit and shut the fuck up.
On this country by sleepy Joe Biden, in this country, and it's killed the middle class. It's killing the working class. And we're going to get inflation brought down. We have to bring prices down.
How do you do that? How do you get inflation down?
If we bring energy,
how do you get it down?
Energy down, other things are going to follow.
So how many jobs do you think can be created by unlocking the energy capacity in America?
Numbers that you haven't seen before. Numbers that we've never seen.
What,
we were
millions?
doing it. Millions of jobs.
So basically, she essentially asking him about a prediction. You know what I mean? He's not trying to lock himself into a prediction of what can we do. So I can tell you we can do fucking $30 zillion and then next year y'all playing the video back because I said that? No. He's being very smart with his words.
That's what we need. We need millions of jobs. And we need people to come into our country too, by the way. I don't want to say we're going to close the border, but we're going to have people come in, but it's going to be people that we should have.
Thank you.
Post on Truth Social, you said that seniors should not pay tax on Social Security.
Now, seniors don't pay tax on Social Security. They say that drives the deficit up into the trillions.
Of course, this made big news, but the Committee for a Responsible Budget says that will mean increasing deficits by $1.6 to $1.8 trillion.
Because we can cut other costs. There's so much waste in our government. The other
so that's what I want to ask. Where do
you... Stop right there, boo-boo. Let him speak. He's telling you that listen, yes, it will do that, but we could counteract with reducing other costs of waste. So let's hear about the waste.
Because we can cut other costs. There's so much waste in our government. The other
So that's what I want to ask. Where?
You don't want to hear it.
Dollars.
Because we can cut other costs. There's so much waste in our government. The other.
So that's what I want to ask. Where do you get the revenue to offset that? Because it's also apparently going to advance the insolvency date of Social Security's retirement trust fund by over a year.
Well, you know, one of the things.
Your mother's an idiot. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even care about your question after that. Once you say idiot, you can call me anything you want, but don't disrespect me.
Good about that is that's when people will make a deal. You know that. But we're going to take care of Social Security. We're not going to do anything to hurt our seniors.
Listen, my disrespect threshold is very, very tiny. All you gotta do is call me skinny. How about that? And I might block you. That's it. So listen, play fair. Until it look like I'm playing. Up until then, I don't want to hear shit that y'all got to say about no fucking Trump or none of that. Especially attacking me. All right? All we responsible for here is giving you the truth. All right? God's word. I don't know no other way.
There's so much cutting. There is so much waste in this government. There's so much fat in this government. I also have no tax on tips. That's a big deal.
Are you going to make that an official line item in your economic plans?
Yes.
No tax on.
Direct answer, yes.
No tax on tips. Right?
When?
Okay.
No tax.
What about the debt? I mean, you know, with no taxes on Social Security, no taxes on tips. I mean, when does $35 trillion in debt become an emergency?
We are going to, you know, we were at a point. We were
trying to slip them that Mickey, y'all. If you're on that Trump train, type 1, man, because I think they coming up here trying to slip us a Mickey, man.
Doing so well prior to COVID.
Hey, McCord, yeah, I mean, you know, calling me skinny don't really affect me, but I'm saying, you know, I was just using that as an example. I'm not gonna block you, literally, if you call me skinny. You know what I mean? Especially if I'm skinny. The fuck?
But just prior to COVID, we were going to start reducing debt, and we're going to start reducing taxes still further. You know, I gave
Trump train, choo choo. Yeah, we riding through the forest now. Hey, they are really trying to put us through the fire. But we on that Trump train, type 1. Choo choo. Exuberance, Mike, Nate, Berg, 2.9 trillion lost. All right, cool. It is what it is. Trump train, Ryan G, excuse me.
The biggest tax cut ever, bigger than the Reagan tax cuts. But you know what happened? It was very interesting. We took in more revenue with a smaller percentage of taxes than we did with a big percentage of and nobody understood it. I did, some people did, but few people understood it. But when we cut taxes, we took in much more money. The
salute.
Country made more money. And we
salute.
were getting ready to growth. So we were getting ready to pay off debt.
If you would please explain to us how your economic policies that will impact the lives of American citizens differs from Kamala Harris's economic policy.
I don't have enough time. You know, you'd have to give me like the entire day. We're going to, number one, base it.
See what they do? You see how they move the goalposts? They ask for policy, you show them policy, and they spam the chat. They disrespect. They call you stupid. You're an idiot. You're an Uncle Tom. And you had a seat at the Megan Thee Stallion concert. After that bitch finished shaking her ass, the people left the building. Yeah. After that bitch finished shaking her little booty, the people left the building. They didn't want to hear nothing Kamala had to say, man.
Very strongly in energy. We have more energy. We have more liquid gold, as I call it, under our feet than Saudi Arabia, than Russia, than anybody. We're going to be energy dominant. We're going to make a fortune. We're going to supply it all over Europe, all over the world. We're going to be double and triple what they're doing. We're going to have tremendous energy, and we're going to lower our prices of energy. You know, people in New England, they pay some of the highest prices in the world because we don't have a pipeline, because New York won't let a pipeline go through a very poor section of New York.
I don't mind a black woman being president, but just not Kamala. I mean, respectfully. Respectfully. JR, salute.
Yo, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yo, what up?
What's good?
Yeah, no, No, I was going to tell you earlier, it doesn't matter what argument you come with or what facts, they're just going to dismiss it. They're going to be like, nah, Trump's a liar. Trump's a liar. That's always the go-to. They got nothing better to say. They won't look it up. They're intellectually lazy. So all they got to do is say, oh, Trump's a felon and Trump this and Trump that. Yeah, you guys, supposedly Democrats, when I was growing up, were the party of, oh, felons have rights and we should, take protect them. And now he gets 90 felony counts and everyone's like, oh, look at the felon and felon this. That's just, bro, it's the lamest hypocrisy.
Yo, my bad. JR, you still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad. I had to step away for a second, man. Give me 1 second.
I thought I liked that.
Nah, you good. You good. Double tap the screen. Let's get the lights up.
Need the jobs. Number one. Number two, we're going to do a tariff system. We're going to bring back our auto jobs. We're going to say to people, we don't want your cars. We're going to tariff those products, and we're going to have reciprocal tariffs. We're going to take in a fortune, but we're going to tariff those jobs. We want them to build auto plants in the United States. So right now, some of the biggest plants in the world for automobiles are being built, you know where? In Mexico, right on the border. And they're going to make cars and sell them into the United States. And those people in Michigan that love me and that I love and that are going to give us a victory because their auto industry won't exist in 2 years if she gets elected. China's going to make, and other countries are going to make all the cars. They're building some of the biggest auto plants. A friend of mine does that business. I said, I want to see a great auto plant. He says, you'll have to come to Mexico. Why? Because
and just for people that don't understand, a tariff is basically like an international tax. You know what I mean? Same shit as tax. It's just imposed when you moving in, goods from across the.
We're not building the big ones in the United States.
And you will build them here.
The biggest in the world, and we're going to have all of our people operating. And we're not going to let people come to build them in Mexico and build cars.
Wait. Does that mean that 100% tariff means that you got to give us one of everything that you sell? Is that what that means? Type 1 if it does.
And sell them in the United States.
Won't it be more
and
expensive?
Close up Michigan and South Carolina and other places.
Won't it be more
What does 100% tariff translate into?
expensive? If you're
No,
doing
it'll
it
be
here?
no, it won't be. It'll be great. It'll be unbelievable. And by the way, when you add it all up, including the taxes and everything else, we're going to create jobs like you've never created before.
That's crazy. Y'all want to send 100,000 MacBooks into the country? Well, give us 100,000 MacBooks. That's wild.
If you look at auto manufacturing, it's down 64% from its high. Number of jobs and everything else. But we used to be the world manufacturer. And every year it gets eaten away. And a big factor is Mexico. Mexico stole 32% of our auto manufacturing. We're going to say, you want to do that? We're putting tariffs on your cars coming in. You take those brilliant people that own these factories, they got to build in the United States, and they have to hire U.S. workers. And whether it's union or non-union, look, the United Auto Workers.
This bad motherfucker said, yo, Mexico, y'all going to give us 26,000 soldiers to man the fucking wall. Y'all going to take care of it, not us.
Because I know them very well. They vote for me. They have a stupid person leading them, but they vote for me. They're going to love Donald Trump.
Or else. I like that or else talk. I like that old United States, and you know what I'm saying, spirit. Or else, motherfucker, what? You know what they do when they go to war? You ever seen Jarhead? They go up in them countries, they take all their shit, their artwork, their gold, everything. Who we owe the most money to, y'all? I want to eat a rat. I don't know why I said that. It has nothing to do with the content. Who do we owe the most money to? Think about it at street level, right? Let's act like this is the movie Power, or this, you know, we wanna take over some shit, but we owe some shit. We're more powerful than them, and we owe them this. What we owe them, bruh? All we gotta do is go up in their country and do God's work. That's all we gotta do. And then how much we owe a country that we own? Nothing. Anyway, I might be moving too far ahead.
More than ever before. We're going to create in that area.
Yo, listen, this is what keeps my youth. This is what keeps my youth. A great imagination.
The most traditional area, we're going to have more auto jobs than we've ever had. We're bringing back the automobile industry. And we're going to do that with tariffs. We're going to do that by saying we're not going to accept. You know, I put the tariffs on Chinese cars. You know that. Now, Biden wants to take the tariffs off of Chinese cars. He wants to just tax the electric car. That's not good enough. So we're going to have more auto production in the United States than we've ever had before, and it's going to happen very fast.
So this will be the first 100 days?
I'll get that done in less than 100 days. I'll get that done in the
2 weeks.
First 2 weeks.
Look at his face when he say it. You believe it. You believe it.
In less than 100 days. I'll get that done in the first 2 weeks.
My thanks to President Donald Trump. Stay with us for more from
Policy,
President
puto.
Trump.
Policy, puto. This is what you wanted. You wanted the policy. Policy, puto. Okay? Or else, look, I'm from New York. You know, but speaking of New York, it seems like people that move out of New York speak up more for New York than people that's actually in New York. You want to know why? I'm going to show you why. Now, New York is just a good example, but there's crazy places, especially small towns, that's going through this sucker shit right now, man. And y'all act like y'all can't see. Democrats act like they don't see, like they dumb as fuck.
Garbage piled up, people sleeping on the streets. Unfortunately, not uncommon sights along the sidewalks of Midtown. Well, now the mayor is announcing a new effort to clean up the area around Times Square. CBS.
Fucking immigrants running around with $16,000 in food stamps, 4 or 5 bands in cash, man. Not good.
So Midtown has been turning into a dump for years, but the current state of this place is exactly what happens when a city refuses to
illegal
care for its homeless and allows.
Yo, you know what's so crazy about black and Spanish people in this country, man? Anything that we do illegal, we gotta pay for. Now, you telling me if I come from somewhere else and then come over here and do some illegal shit, I'm safe? They not even locking people up. These dudes is running crazy in New York. New York is becoming a dump on purpose. Look at this shit.
Crime to surge. And even though our leaders say they want to turn this sinking ship around, critics say the disaster you're about to see has been allowed to happen on purpose.
A business owner and a homeless person told me that this area is basically New York City's.
Double tap the screen, man. We about to go down the fucking rabbit hole. All right, tariffs absolutely absolutely did not cause inflation. More lies piling up, Marshall. Wait for it.
Skid Row. It is a visual that the mayor hopes to change.
I didn't see this, what I see now. When I come in the morning, open the gates, 2-3 people sleeping here. I have to wake them up. People who are homeless, sometimes they lay down on the street.
The crossroads of the world is in the crosshairs of Mayor Adams. He saw the same.
Well, actually, if you're speaking about iPhone probably costs $200 per unit. Man, shit probably costs about $40 to make them shit per unit to make up and ship, and they sell it for you know, the iPhone 2 plus the iPhone is being done in a bunch of countries at once. The iPhone is not being manufactured in one country. I think there's like 60 countries involved with the manufacturing of a fucking iPhone. Now, I could be way off, but trust me, it's an astronomical number of places that the iPhone gets shipped. The parts for that shit get shipped from, or the creation of one of them things.
Things captured by CBS2 cameras, piles of trash and litter, people sleeping on the street, building mini encampments, and seeking handouts.
We're dealing with uncleanliness. We're dealing with the overuse of mopeds and bikes that are everywhere. And we're dealing with those who are under the influence.
Meanwhile, they act like they don't see this shit. They acting like
It's such a problem, the mayor.
This chat is a reflection of America, man. This is just a small group or small faction of people. And I mean, listen, if you multiply this crowd of 100 or whatever people, to 1,000 or 10,000, the opinions will be the same by the percentage. But motherfuckers act like they can't see what the fuck is playing on my screen.
Mayor has launched a coalition of 20 city agencies to clean up Midtown. They'll canvass 35th to 45th streets.
I hope they crack down and make it a better place for the people who are legitimately working and doing a great job.
That motherfucker still out there? Oh, God. The wild cowboy. I mean, excuse me, the naked cowboy. He a wild nigga, too. I ain't gonna lie. There been 1,000 versions of them motherfuckers out there. They get tipped or they just do that shit for free. These niggas out there just shaking their booty on some Democrat shit. What's going on? What's going on? Because if you go out there butt naked to 42nd Street, you know what I'm saying? Then you definitely will jump in the cage too. Let's keep it.
Between your shower and this, you need this. FDS Feminine Deodorant Spray has powder to absorb moisture. Use it every day to feel fresh, dry, and
Ming, this is why I'm trying to tell you. If they would jump in the cage.
So New York City is moving heaven and earth to clean up Midtown. But what nobody's talking about is that every single thing the city says it now wants to clean up.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm saying what the fuck too. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
Exists because of the city's own laws that don't lock up criminals.
I wonder where he bought that hat. Cash Jordan. Salute to Cash Jordan. Yeah.
Or put people who sell things they shouldn't behind bars, which has led to two major problems, the first of which are unprovoked attacks on tourists and other passersby, seemingly for no reason at all, giving
heavy, Henry, heavy, all the time. Shows heavy.
People the impression that this part of town is no longer safe. On top of that, the local CVS here in Midtown is unlike anything in the city, as it's got a security guard and more progressive plexiglass walling off products than any other drugstore in town. Because as you can imagine...
Well, listen, Brown Lantern, you goofy fuck. I've never been on TikTok. Well, excuse me, I'm lying. I do have a TikTok, but if you go look at my TikTok right now, you know what you're going to see? Cat videos. I don't give a fuck about social media. I'm talking my talk. This is what I've been talking for the last 10 years, papi. You know what I'm saying? You late. Brown Lantern. Your name is the Brown Doodle Hole. That's what your name is. Now, you're not the Brown Lantern. Now, you the Brown Hole. Yeah, Brown Lantern, we turned the Brown Lantern into the Brown Hole. All right? TikTok. They have cat videos up on TikTok. I got about 5, 6 cat videos. I'm not popular on the internet, trust me. But you found me, you goofy ass Brown Lantern, the brown shithole. That's your new name. You're not the Brown Lantern. That would, I mean, like that's almost like the Green Lantern. That would like make somebody think that you're smart, some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. You don't want them thinking that. God forbid somebody thinks the Brown Lantern is fucking smart, y'all. Great. Let me go look at your channel now. You know what? I got time. Carrots in the chat. Let's roast this fucking Brown Lantern piece of shit, right? Brown Lantern. I'm glad that's not your real name. I'm glad you didn't come up in here with fucking, you know, Derek Anderson or nothing, because then, you know, we're going to roast the Brown Lantern. This is the light you take when you go take a shit. He's the light that you need when you go take a shit. Let me go look at your channel, you goofy fuck. Try to disrespect me. Like I'm not reading the chat. There's only 100 people here, bro. It's easy to do this. Carrots in the chat, please. Let me sort this man out. He got 3 subs. He got a Brown Lantern. Like I said, look at this emoji. It's a pair of buttocks. This is what you stand for. A pair. You know what? Y'all believe me? Let me make you famous right now. Go get him some subs. Check it out. The Brown Lantern has a butt. This guy here, the Brown Lantern. This is his channel. It's a butt picture. It's 3 day, snarky by night. Sarcastic by day, snarky by night. Calling out socialites, bright, no stupidity, childish escape mice. You goofy fuck. You are boring. Yo, and you've been on here since 2014, wasting your fucking life. Bumping into karma like me. You know what, you brown lantern? I would never, ever buy a brown lantern. Why the fuck would I buy a brown lantern? Bro, I got a blue light in my bathroom, bro. Bingo. You brown lantern. Surprise. You did great today. No, you fucking did terrible, bro. You ruined it. Brown lantern. TikTok. Kick these talks in your mouth. Alright? When the cost is increased on those imported goods due to the tax imposed on those corporations, they pass the cost and toss. Listen, brown lantern. I bet he's still watching. I bet you own a prison wallet. Pulling out cans of beans, bags of rice, all up out that prison wallet. Coming over here with that emotional shit. I need to get that off. All right. Now, only thing I want to know is where Cash Jordan got his hat from. I ain't mean, you know what I'm saying? You got to chill because these dudes be out here snitching. Yeah, they be snitching. Cutthroat Kenny in the building. All right, double tap screen, get the likes up. I had enough time. That was enough time dedicated to you. Couture. Floral. You gotta get double that. You know what I'm saying? Back to Cash Jordan. Let me show y'all about this New York shit, man. All right. Hey, don't take it personal if it's my time to out.
Emotional diamond.
It's popping, poo. God's work.
Class session, nigga, pull up.
One by one.
Like that.
God's work.
They keep on playing like
They keep playing like I'm playing.
emotional diamond.
It's popping, poo. Alright. Fuck it. One more.
Hemorrhoids. They burn. Itch. Swell.
Never mind.
Imagine shoplifting in a place with no rules whatsoever is pretty bad. Even at the 7-Eleven across the street, they've got the donuts locked up. And that's because laws in this state prevent people from getting sent to jail if they steal under $1,000 worth of stuff. That's just a misdemeanor. But if you think that's bad, put on your seatbelt, because there's now so much lawless activity in this neighborhood that some sidewalks are completely taken over by open-air markets selling counterfeit products, stolen products, all spread out on blankets that people can quickly wrap up. But perhaps saddest and most frighteningly of all,
They look like the old New York.
the reason we have a massive homeless problem here is because the city's shelter system is overburdened, and many of New York's unhoused don't feel safe in the places that the city has reserved for them,
Look at this shit.
choosing instead to take their chances out on the streets or in our subways, which is incredibly disturbing. But it brings us to the real reason why we've got an insurmountable, irreversible disaster on our hands, and that's because the progressive policies that built this place, trash and crime included, aren't going anywhere as part of this cleanup process. Those are staying, which is why critics say the steps the city plans on taking over the next few weeks might end up making the entire situation here worse, if that's even possible.
Yeah, and they're staying right up in New York, holding on to New York as if it's going to save them.
Are in the middle of the largest city in America that costs the most money every single year to run and operate. And even though there are less half-eaten peaches on the sidewalk, the amount of crime happening in this neighborhood, that hasn't disappeared.
I didn't see this, what I see now.
Abdullah Abad has owned Abad Fabrics on 37th and 8th for over 40 years. He says he has never seen the city like this.
When I come in the morning, open the gates, 2-3 people sleeping here. I have to wake them up to open the gate.
Abad isn't alone. His neighbors are...
So can you imagine paying
Yes, and what makes it so weird is it's not drug use that's putting them out there.
thousands of dollars in rent? Thousands of dollars.
Those cities that's like when homelessness is like that, for real, it's a mixture of shit being fucked up, the economy. But let's get it. Let's be honest. A lot of mental illness and drug use.
Dollars in taxes, yet on your way to your little store, you have to step over trash and weave your way through a maze of people doing things they probably shouldn't be doing.
Well, California ain't got shit on Cincinnati.
For years, that's been the reality many of the businesses in this neighborhood have been facing. And that's a massive problem because we're steps away
Or Kensington.
from Times Square.
Kensington, fucking Skid Row is hit is horrendous.
Yet there are businesses here that are closed because they don't have any foot traffic. They don't have any customers. Literally a couple of blocks north, you've got the busiest place in the entire city. Yet all of those people walking around spending money in that location are never ever going to make their way over here, and that is a huge problem. And when you add to that constant crime and thievery plaguing tourists, who's going to be in the mood to spend money at any of these places? And what can be done to stop places like this from shutting down permanently? Those are the questions people are asking, but the answers we're getting don't really look that great, because the same progressive leaders that got us into this mess in the minds of some people, they're now those who are tasked with cleaning it all up and fixing it.
We're dealing with the overuse of mopeds and bikes that are everywhere and parked in disarray. We're dealing with those who are under the influence.
And so, along with Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg, whose job will be to crack down on shoplifters and repeat offenders, the mayor established a new Midtown Community Improvement Coalition of city.
So Mayor Adams, he might be the face of all of the problems New York City has, but he didn't write.
All right, let's double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up and share this video real quick for me, y'all. Share it on your Facebook, on your Instagram. Send in a message if somebody enjoyed this conversation. What up, Ronnie? Salute, man. Seattle's a nightmare. 2, Portland is dangerous as it gets too. Yeah, I will say all major cities right now, whether it's drug use or just the economy, but shit fucked up. It looked different, man. I went out to Houston, the homeless people out there, I seen white boys turn black. Like, I seen the fucking homeless dude in the morning. He looked like his complexion was like Mexican. I seen that same motherfucker at night, and he looked African. That's how hot it is out there in Houston, man. Them homeless people out there is suffering.
Laws that allowed things to get this way by allowing crime and all of the issues this area is struggling with to persist unchecked. But what remains to be seen now is how Manhattan's progressive district attorney is going to tackle things like shoplifting and crime in this neighborhood. Because according to some, our district attorney, Alvin Bragg, has a reputation for being rather soft on crime and a
less than $1,000, you scot-free. They not like you.
History of dropping charges against violent offenders.
It's just a matter of time before they start mowing these motherfuckers down. Motherfucker will come up in the store and get their shit blown.
Offenders all over the city, like the recent protests at Columbia.
Not in New York, because New York, you can't even get a gun. The police, listen, politicians can't get a fucking gun.
That were so bad, the school had to cancel its graduation this past year. And the asylum seekers that attacked the police this past winter, they were all released without bail, and they were recently given plea deals and sentences that some people think weren't harsh enough to send the right message to our criminals. But on the other hand, the DA's defenders will say that there are specific reasons why in specific cases charges were either dropped or downgraded or reduced, or why bail was never being sought. On top of that, although it is now the DA's job to prosecute crime in this area and clean it up, he didn't write the laws that release criminals, even if some people think he sympathizes with them. And it's also not his fault that we have laws that release shoppers.
New York doing bad. Let's keep it funky. Is New York doing bad? Are you in New York? New York doing bad. New York don't look like the old New York I remember. You know what I'm saying? All of this shit.
Shoplifters who are non-violent and steal under $1,000 worth of product and
Let me turn the pace around real fast. I want to show you something real quick, right? This is for people that really fuck with the show. Earlier, I was watching this. This Aiden Ross thing. I ended up snatching it up. I want to show you something. This is Trump and Aiden Ross. And this is the shit that don't really get footage. You don't get coverage of this. How many of y'all knew that Aiden Ross had an interview with Trump today?
Yeah. So Daddy's really big. But what about us? But he's also a friend of mine. Yeah. But big stuff, Aiden. So I just have to say outstanding.
So Aiden right here is just Aiden flashing random pictures to him and asks him what he thinks about that person. Now check this out. You're gonna be amazed at who he flashes.
You're young. Seriously. My students older.
Yeah, Matt. I think it was more educational than anything. I think I wanted more a racier interview, but this particular part is what I want people to see. Dude. Aiden's a Jew, so is Matt Hopper. I ain't complaining.
Thank you, Mr. President. Let's see who we got next. We got
Patriot.
Joe Rogan.
Interesting. He really is. He's an amazing guy. He's a very interesting.
Who we got next? Mr. White.
He's a fighter. I'll tell you, that guy, he fights. You wouldn't want to have him against you. A little bit true with all of these people that you show. And there's a good one. Elon, a genius, truly a genius. You know, I see the rockets come down with engines, and they're coming down the engines. They have no wings, no nothing.
I want to see what you say about Kim Jong-un.
What is that? And I said, what was that all about? I said, well, we want to be able to save the engine, not to go into the ocean. But he really is that. But in all fairness, look, but she knows it. She's got a thing going. It's a good thing. She's a good thing for her. But there's a certain something she's got a spark that's pretty amazing, actually. She's got a good around for a long 10 cents, I think. But Big Strong said to him, you know Elton John? No. You know Elton John? You know Elton John, home conservative, would win in Canada. Canada is very unhappy about the way they've been treated as people. But I got along with them well. Now this man I really got along with well. We had Little Rocket Man, we had the red button. He said, I have a red button on my desk, and I said, no, I have a red button too, and mine's bigger than yours and mine work.
He sat his ass down.
Really bad month and a half. You know,
Hey, yo, listen, Matt. Listen, I told you, man. You know what? This is my favorite number. I'm gonna share something. I'm gonna tell you something personal, Matt, right? My favorite number is 86,000 seconds. Or 87,000 seconds. Call him Mr. Red Button. Trump amazing, man. That nigga's a funny motherfucker.
He was very, very tough on President Obama, very tough on everybody. You know, it's the hermit nation. It really is. I said to him, you know Elton John? No. I said, did you ever hear the song Rocket Man? And I actually played him the song Rocket Man. I said, no, I've never heard. I said, you're Rocket. I said, no, you call me Little Rocket Man, not Rocket. But I tell you what, so we had a very nasty, people were actually worried about it. But President Obama told me that this was the single biggest threat. It was Kim Jong-un, North Korea.
President Obama told me this is the single biggest threat. He went and sat his ass down.
And one day I got a call from people that wanted to see me about him, and he wanted to meet. He did not want to meet with Obama. He did not want to meet with anyone.
He wanted to meet Trump.
Got tremendous nuclear capability. He does. Check that closely. I got to know him very well, and I got along with him great. He was very smart, very strong. He's the absolute leader. You know, a lot of people say, oh, maybe he's not the leader. He's the absolute. When he's around, his people are standing up at attention. I mean, we were at a lunch, and 20 people on his side, 20 people on my side. In Singapore, we had a meeting in Singapore. It's the biggest press conference. Thousands of paparazzi. I've never seen anything like it. I think people said they've never seen it. I was walking in, he was walking in, we met in the middle. The place just went crazy. But we got along very well. He's very, very smart. And, you know, he's a real power. He's a real power. I think he's upset that.
Yeah, it was boring. Whoever said that, I don't know if I shot you for saying it, but you was right. It was boring to me. You know what I'm saying? Double tap the screen. Get the lights up, man. Don't be a puto all your life. Not all your life. Now, you know we got to go down the rabbit hole, man. Down the rabbit hole landscape, we got to go down. I don't know. I don't like the way that sound right now. I don't like the way that sound. Rabbit hole. Carrots in the chat. Judge Joe Brown. Yeah. He explained why his show was ended. Now, we've been talking about Judge Joe Brown lately. Let's get into this.
Yeah, well said. Great points, man. But I gotta ask you about the Judge Joe Brown show. Why did that show end, if you don't mind me asking? Respectfully.
15 years, and they owed me $28 million and wanted me to take an IOU. And what was going on is a lot of chicanery happening. I had a contract that said I got 45% of the unadjusted gross. The stockholders newsletter for CBS said I was their most profitable show, and they listed the amount of money I was bringing in, and I wanted my 45% of it. And they started talking about what happened and started going through all kinds of changes. So every year I had to go through this in and out of them stealing money. And then at this point in time, see, I was in a special unit of CBS. It consisted of Dr. Phil, Oprah Winfrey, Judge Judy, and Judge Joe Brown. And there was a guy named Roger King who discovered Oprah and Phil that CBS brought in when he brought in Phil and Oprah, and they gave him me and Judy. He called me to a side and he said, man, they're doing you wrong. See, he wasn't a Hollywood type. He was a former pro football player, and he inherited this from his dad, who invented TV syndication. He said, I don't like what I'm seeing. I'm gonna fix this up. So the last 4 or 5 years, I was beating Oprah every day in the rating. Well, Phil every day in the ratings, and Oprah every week in the ratings, but Oprah's the superstar, not Judge Brown. CBS was saying I was their most profitable show and was greatly responsible for 14 consecutive quarters of increased profit, the last 4 of which were the most profitable in the entire history of CBS, thanks to me. And then when I'm confronting to them, they want to give me an IOU for $28 million. What happened to the $28 million? Well, they found out that the first CEO we had embezzled $25 million, and they didn't want stockholders to find out about the theft. Next thing, they brought in some junior executives who come into a show that has been a hit for 12, 13 years, but they have nothing that they can claim as fame. So what they were doing was embezzling money to use to finance shows that they were setting up, every one of which was a flop. So I was over retirement age. I said, hey, I'm over 65, to hell with this. I'm retiring. I don't have to deal with this. So I hired a lawyer. I paid him all the retainers. It was interesting. He also represented some other prominent figures, but I got all my retainer checks returned from his law firm because he turned up missing, and that was 12 years ago, and nobody's seen him since. They think he's dead. So I don't like Mission Impossible. What they were doing was diverting money that I was supposed to get a percentage of to finance the distribution for all of the Tom Cruise Mission Impossible movies. It was like, where's my money? So in order to get your money, you have a contract provision that says you have a right to an independent audit, but the independent audit costs you $150,000, and it takes about 2 years to do. You have to wait in line. So what they'd always do is get with your agent. Hey, if he drops this, we'll give him a more lucrative deal. So at one point, they were holding me out as the highest paid man in Hollywood, white or black. So I started saying, where's the money? You know, I'm getting a lot of it, but where's the rest of it? So when they wanted me to take an IOU of $28 million, I said, go to hell. And then they wanted me to take a so-called cut because the ratings are down. I said, everybody is down, but me and Judy are running neck and neck for the #1 syndicated show in the country. So that's all relative. And then coming in third would be Wheel of Fortune. Sometimes it would ramp up so it was beating the both of us. So I'm #1, #2, #3 TV show in America. And I'm getting somebody telling me that we don't know where your money is. Oh, hell no. I'm tired of this. So that's why we left. And then the other thing was they wanted me to push this rainbow stuff. I said, I don't care what you guys do with yourselves. That's your business. But I'm not going to push it. So then they kept trying to sabotage me. And let me tell you, the sabotage was dangerous. I got an offer from Wells Fargo to take 6 mortgages and consolidate them and give me less than 0.5% fixed interest rate. Hell, that's good. Not even 10%, not 6, not 4, but 0.5%. So hell yes. So I filled out the forms. Next thing I know, here's the FBI. What the hell? You made a knowingly false statement on a federal form that asks you, were you now or have you been in the last 5 years subject of a pending lawsuit? Not that I know of. What had happened? 7 times I'd been sued along with CBS, and they intercepted the lawsuit and didn't tell me. And they have somebody representing me like I hired them in court, and I don't even know they're doing it. And they're confessing me to doing something that the state Supreme Court said all of us would go to jail for if we actually did it. So I jacked their ass up. I just said, oh, hell no. And then, excuse me, who are you? This is the Attorney General's office for the state of so-and-so. Well, may I help you? Yes, you're unauthorized practice of law. What unauthorized practice of law? These bozos had hooked up with a legal form company, and they had a thing in there saying, ask the judge a question and he will answer it personally. Question: my neighbor has 7 trees that border my driveway. He won't trim them and they keep dropping branches in my drive. What shall I do? He's always gone on business. Answer: I would ask him politely to move them, and if he doesn't, hire a tree cutting firm and cut his trees down while he's out of town. That's way wrong, and I didn't say it, but somebody's getting me for unauthorized practice of law because these clowns did it in my name. It was dangerous what they'd come up and do, and you didn't know about it.
Give me 30 seconds so I can show you the trading strategies that allowed me to become a full-time trader and quit my job 2 years ago while
saying you leave it up to these Democrats, though. They'll make it seem like Judge Joe Brown got something to gain out of telling the truth about Kamala. Wow, did they take this shit off with Kamala? That's crazy. They're probably targeting Bro's channel right now. I ain't gonna lie. Because he been going viral for these Judge Joe Brown joints, man. And a lot of people know they don't want to hear Judge Joe Brown because Judge Joe Brown just blowing the whistle like he ain't got nothing to lose. He just out here just telling the whole truth. Excuse me. Oh, God. Saw her, Kamala confront a female judge for flirting with her boyfriend. Oh, shit. Judge Joe Brown getting messy. I like it, though. I like it. Let's get messy. Double tap the screen.
And I want to backtrack to a comment you made earlier about the casting couch. So that's true? Like, because I always heard this rumor that she slept her way to the top. That's true?
She did. She's old. She's 60 years old. Look, if you want to find out about it, go online to the LA Times morgue. They used to have it so for a fee.
Who beat that slow?
Full articles. They've been reporting on her for 30-some years. She's in her 20s, and Willie Brown took her up as his mistress. There was a medical firm that dealt with San Francisco. He got her a 15-hour-a-week part-time job there, which she never showed up to, according to
I think this is what they call receipts.
The Times. But they paid her $72,000 a year.
Nigga, Joe Brown knows all the tea.
For 15 hours a week, and understand she's in her 20s, which is 30-some years ago. That's big money now. So he got her promoted up, so she did 20 hours a week. Times reported she never showed up, but she got 120 grand a year. So he bought her a 750i BMW, which was
biggest pen, Cooper,
the top of the line at the time. So he set her up with all of the connections to get her into politics. The Times did a thing about this thing she had allegedly with an NBA player to get a job with.
They don't want to hear when the bitch going bad, man. You acting like she the first hoe we know about.
A big law firm, and then a thing they did on her with the assistant director for the district attorney's office to get on with them.
Cooper, notice he ain't saying allegedly.
And then Montel Williams, and then back to Willie Brown, and then the rest of the whole thing. And she winds up with a Hollywood lawyer type not long before she runs for senator. So, and she adopts his children. She doesn't have any of her own, not saying it's a requirement, but it sure as hell helps, because I think the only two presidents of significance that
so she's just a whole manufactured motherfucker.
Didn't have children officially, George Washington and Andrew Jackson. And Andrew Jackson was a homicidal maniac. George Washington had enough by the slaves before he got sterile by disease. And the other three out of the five known ones, they weren't too good. They were has-been, never was type. So I say that
shit gets spooky out here, man.
Trade algo.
I know what I thought when I was a young man. Such things didn't make differences, but then I'd never had to be a parent. You never had to get up sick and go to work when you didn't feel like it, because you had the bills to pay. You never had to be reliable when you had other things to do. And having this legacy that you have to pass on, and not wanting to do anything that shames your grandchildren, because they do in fact exist and it's not hypothetical, that gives you a different perspective. So it's not an absolute requirement, but I think you really don't know how to have the dedication to the job if you have nothing to survive you. No immediate cause. Not saying that somebody can't be a good president without, but it's just, what's your stake in it? Do you want to leave a better America for your children and your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren? Or is there nobody out there that you have an immediate selfish interest in?
Yeah, and she used to date Montel Williams, right?
Yeah, Willie Brown's too. She showed up here at a mayor's conference in Memphis some years ago. I spoke at the damn thing. She showed up here.
Yeah, that's Judge Joe Brown right there.
She was with Willie Brown. She got mad at her sister, this black judge here, because she just went over to speak with him. She jumped up, don't even look at him, leave him alone. The judge told her, ain't my type, don't worry about it. You know, I'm just trying to meet him. So, and I know, I mean, allegations, I wasn't there, but I've had at least 2 women that I've known who are married women, and they tell me essentially they almost slapped their husbands back when they were at Howard at a certain frat where somebody did a lot of second floor action, and they were angling on getting some, and it wasn't gonna happen. You know, so you get this. Like I said, I'm not holding it against somebody because they did it for recreation, but, you know, when you do the casting couch thing, that's a bad move. I know some women in Hollywood that did the casting couch and those who refused. The ones that got refused went further than the ones who did. The ones who did ramped up real quickly, but then they're a piece of ass. Everybody knows it, so they get passed around. And then, did it really have talent, or was it just they jump-started their careers and then the lack of talent shows? Or did you have talent and do it the hard way? See, I mean, I hate to say it, but now, the other thing is,
did he go too far? or didn't go far enough. This LFR family, man.
It's a good one. It says Kamala was Willie Brown's arm candy, lover/lover. And we know that he helped her get.
Once they hit the internet.
Get her started in politics. That is factual. This, however, is not. It's a stupid attempt to beat them at their own game. And it's just plain wrong. Don't fall for it. I like this. This is what I'm talking about. So this lady right here gets it. She gets it. So even if this was her lifestyle back in the day, this is not something that you want to use when it comes to trying to get Trump in the seat again, in the driver's seat again. You understand what I'm saying? So even if this was her life, this is not how you should fight. This is not how you should put that information out there. Although, it does. Whoever did this, they did a damn good job. Because this yeah.
I'm not gonna be up here long. That's why I ain't let you up.
This ain't Kamala, bruh. Y'all need to cut that mess out. All right, let's get to it, man. So I got a couple of videos that I want to share with y'all today. Obviously, it's going to be on this whole Judge Joe Brown situation, man, because this dude is on national TV. Kamala would be, Kamala will.
But you can't get past that level if you don't have competence and talent. So my thing
Watch, I'm doing a reaction of the reaction of the reaction. Mind you, double tap the screen. Get the lights up.
About it is if I'm crude about it, in this city years ago, I used to represent a whole bunch of pimps and hoes, and I know a hoe when I see one. And I say this, I don't care, women, you do what you want to do if you want to have recreational sex, but...
Hold on. I see what y'all saying.
Moko came in hot. He said Joe really can't talk. He has had plenty of women and underage women. Oh, I don't know about that.
I'm about to turn it up now. Let me see here. Audio. Speaker. Okay.
Man, where did they get them big, ridiculous red hats from?
Yeah, I said turn it up. I'm trying to turn it up for y'all right now.
The casting couch or anything else for professional purposes to get paid or advance, you a hoe. And she's old hoe. And the problem is what is she supposed to do? Somebody, one of her sycophant slaves comes up on.
Y'all still can't hear it? Y'all still can't hear it? Okay, then I'm moving on to another one. I'm going to another video then. Because we're gonna check this joint at. Ain't gonna be none of that.
Oh, Kamala, a tool. I've only heard men be refused with purchase. They know they can control her, and they know people will vote for her for being a woman and being black. Joe dated plenty. Please, I live in Memphis, baby. I was 17. You was 17 when you got with Joe. What's going on in the chat? Moko, be a little bit more clear, because I don't know if you're a man or woman. I don't really know what you're saying, but I'm listening, though. I'm listening. Because you said some spicy shit about Moko came in hot.
All right. Hold on 1 second.
Trump does back the working class. That's fake news.
Yeah. Here we go. Where is this joint? Let me see here. Where?
Oh, Draco hitting back. Draco coming hot too. Yeah, but did Joe have women to skip to the front? Like, wow. That's a smart dish. That is a smart fuck dish, man. I ain't gonna lie. I couldn't even think that far. I just said suck my dick.
Where is it?
Woo! Ooh, child.
I was trying to find a different way to check it out.
Quick says they both suck.
Because I didn't want to get it direct.
I guess they're referring to Trump, and I really, despite what y'all think, I cannot really read your mind. You know what I'm saying? Like if I say, and like, okay, listen, I could do certain magic tricks, just to let you know. If I wanted to say Tupac in a bikini, it pops up, bang, just like that. If I say you coward, it pops up. Dismiss. Trump. You get it. But those are the type of powers I possess. The other ones I don't know about.
Directly from
It's fake news, black magic.
From the YouTube channel Art of Dialogue. But let's see. Goodness gracious, I think it's this one. All right.
Out about it. Go on.
Satan plays.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Me, I'm kind of PG compared to some of the opinions I've heard. But some of the black Republicans I've listened to, conservatives, hey yo, let me tell you something. They are hardcore, man. Hardcore, man.
Go online to the LA Times morgue. They used to have it so for a fee you could get them to pull articles. They've been reporting on her for 30-some years. She's in her 20s, and Willie Brown took her up as his mistress. There was a medical firm that dealt with San Francisco. He got her a 15-hour-a-week part-time job there, which she never showed up to, according to the Times, but they paid her $72,000 a year.
Willie Brown might actually be related to Kamala Harris through her Brown surname lineage. I'm going through the family records now. Whoa. This is deep.
For 15 hours a week, and understand she's in her 20s, which is 30-some years ago. That's big money now. So he got her promoted up, so she did 20 hours.
I don't even want to know the truth about that. Yo, bro, there's not too many things I don't even want to know the truth about that. These trolls ain't trolls. These trolls ain't no damn trolls. These motherfuckers is trying to troll because listen, let me tell you something what the mechanism is. They resort to trolling because they can't tell you nothing that's based off facts. And they can't get the emotions off adequately through text. You get what I'm saying? They really want to get up here and talk shit to me, but they too scared to hit that link. So they try to express that emotion through the chat and it gets lost. Before we even understand what you're saying, somebody, one of those Blue Rangers, does God's work for you. I don't know how it happens. Before I just think about it and they just disappear. It's like people around here know me probably. It's cosmic. All right. And for you goddamn, I'm no Republican. I will vote Republican. Yes, I'm a Republican. Get it? Stop asking me questions. Just act like you don't see. Just listen. All right? Don't ask me questions and don't assume. Simple. Just be like water. Be like air. Okay? Breathe. Spirit. Spirit comes from the Greek word spiritus. It means to flow, to breathe. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all are a little bit too religious for my taste. Right? And that comes from religio. Religio means to tie or to bind. Community to God, God to the individual. That's the real Trinity. But listen, I'm kicking way too much knowledge here. No, not 17 now. I'm way older. You 17 now, Moko? You obviously are informed, Yuka. Trump said that he would make the cuts permanent after he begins his second term. Have y'all actually looked up Agenda 47? Like, outside of the shit I showed you on the channel, have y'all looked at Secret Service, man? Allegedly. That's Lansky, y'all. I'm in the store right now, leaving in 10 minutes. You always running from this work, Cuba. Cuba's scared, y'all. I'm gonna just let you know. Cuba has been doing devil work, y'all. I'll have you know. On Cuba's channel, yeah, him and Black to the Peas over there doing devil's work. They're selling the people out. Cuban, American man, right? It's fighting for the same motherfuckers that put him down in his country. That's why you're here now. All right? Don't fight for the colonizers anymore, Cuba. Come to Death Row Records. Come to Death Row Records, Cuba. Come on, Cuba. Black to the P, man, you don't owe him nothing. We'll come and get him later. But right now, big boy.
I ain't never seen a big boy grill on the roof. Never seen a big boy grill on the roof. I ain't never seen a big boy grill on the roof. Big boy grilling on the roof. Big.
Come to Death Row Records, man. We need good Cuban Americans. You know what I mean? That's Cubans. Listen, am I really an African? Would you vote for me just because of my skin color? If you would, bless your stupid heart. You a dumb motherfucker if you do that.
Nigga, you gay.
If you vote for me just because of my color, right? Then you's a dumb motherfucker. You gotta be dumb. You gotta be stupid as fuck. Or not from the hood. I'm telling you, man. The motherfucker you voting for will tell you, don't vote for me, man. You know what I'm saying? Just ask him.
Hours a week. Times reported she never showed up, but she got 120 grand a year. So he bought her a 750i BMW, which was the top of the line at the time. So he set her up with all of the connections to get her into politics. The Times did a thing about this thing she had allegedly with an NBA player to get a job with a big law firm, and then a thing they did on her with the assistant director for the district attorney's office to get on.
You know, last year, I don't know why they come to this channel looking for guidance. I don't know why. I mean, it's not Sunday. I mean, what the fuck? Why are you over here looking for guidance, man? Don't come over here looking for nothing but entertainment, all right? And if it sparks you to go look at, I will not lie to you. That's all you got to know. If I stamp it, then it's true. If I say I think something, listen, it's up for interpretation. But if I stamp it and tell you this is the facts, because we checked it and we looked at it already, and we fact checked this motherfucker, there's nothing you can tell me.
On with them, and then
but this ain't your fucking local church, all right? Smack me. Double tap the screen. Why in Houston did I can't see that word. I'm assuming it's Soros. Soros. Let me look at my chat real quick. Matt, why in Houston did the sorority introduce Kamala as a first woman VP, not black woman VP? Oh, that went right under my radar. I didn't know that. I don't know. Why is this up here? Let me get that down. My bad.
Montel Williams, and then back to Willie Brown, and then the rest of the whole thing, and she winds up with a Hollywood lawyer type not long before she runs for senator. So,
I swear to God, there's not no reason in the world this man knows this much tea about these people. I'm telling you.
She adopts his children. She doesn't have any of her own. Not saying,
I gotta get up off of this, man. You know what I'm saying? I got other shit to do. For real, though. For real. You know what I'm saying? In a real way. I just want to tap in with the people, man. And let y'all see that, man. I really think that the theme today is there's a lot of other shit going on. Like, I mean, as you can see with that UK thing, the Bangladesh shit, the Venezuela thing, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully God got, sort all of those people out. I hope it don't go further, because you know what it looks like, right? It looked like it's going to be another country, then another country, then another country. And the way we can't even get straight over here. I mean, I think we can look at the Venezuelans and they've been through it. So they moving different. They moving in a peaceful way. They ain't got no choice. They don't have no choice. Allegedly, the opposite of that is death. So let's hope that shit works out. Now remember, money, commerce. They're talking about the deficit and shit like that. Listen, let me explain something. we owe a lot of that money to China. I'd say we just don't pay them. Splash Lou. I say we just don't pay them. I've been listen, Splash, they've been fighting us over here, right? They fight us. They don't even care about the issues. You know what I learned about a lot of liberals is that they get so emotionally wrapped in, and I love it. I love that people will be emotionally tied somehow, some way into what the fuck they talking about, you know? What we talking about fanatically. There's a difference between liberal and fanatic. You know what I mean? And you gotta y'all liberals gotta stop crossing over to the other side, man. Come back into the light, man. Now, gangs in New York, what the fuck are y'all doing? Now, I'm not saying that I'm promoting for y'all to get shit together, because I don't think there was a time where niggas really even ever had to get together. But I will say, this is a time where we need to be sitting down and making some phone calls. Y'all need to be thinking of something, and y'all better not listen. I will be building programs to get these motherfuckers situated. I'm not gonna let the money train pass me. I'm not gonna sit around and complain without, profiting off of somebody's pain. Okay? The American fucking way. Rest in peace, King Face. That's how you do it. Y'all motherfuckers better get together and get off the fucking internet. Why is all the gang niggas on the internet snitching on themselves? Real talk, man. Don't act like y'all don't see the shit. You motherfuckers out here ratting 10,000 miles per minute in songs. You ain't no gangster, nigga. Fuck out of here, nigga. Gangsters don't kill niggas and then talk about it. You know what I mean? Like, the fuck? You don't want nobody knowing about a body you bought, especially on social media. But yet, that's what the fuck we got. We got entertainers speaking in place of the leaders. Where the fuck is the leaders? And I ain't talking about Al Sharpton, man. Fuck up. Wake up. I'm not talking about Al Sharpton. You gotta keep your eye on what's going on in this world, man. It's bigger than just, you know what I'm saying? Because look, think about it, right? Most people, man, if you're a person that's all right, if you're in a good position in terms of finding, and salute to Zade. Because I think that Zade broke something down that I wouldn't be able to articulate. You can tell that she has a heart for what she sees going on around. But I think that a lot of people, because they got a couple of dollars, they think that they're okay. And they ignoring what the fuck they seeing. So much to a point where they want to get on the internet and argue with somebody over what's obvious. Nigga, what's obvious is what's happening in your own household, bro. What's obvious is what's happening on your screen that you watching. These riots and shit like that, inflation and all that. Listen, our issues is way bigger than these fucking presidential candidates. Trust me, this is where it starts, where we start to address the issue. No matter who we end up with as the president. Remember, USA. These motherfuckers want to be like us. They want to be like us. And when I say by us, I mean Mac Me. They want to be like Mac Me. They don't want to be like them. They want to be like me, nigga. Because I'm a whole American. And my skin color don't got shit to do with it. Listen, I'm going to keep it real with you. I'm Muslim, right? And in my religion, it's illegal. That's forbidden. That's forbidden. You can't be racist towards somebody. You can't tell somebody they can't do something because of their skin color. And you can't feel like you better than somebody because of your skin color. I don't subscribe to that. Plus, it's a trick. When somebody try to make you feel too important without giving you something, bro, these niggas can't even get no reparations. Knock it off. Knock it off. We can't even get a reparation. You'll want a reparation. Reparations is right outside your door. Reparations is right outside your fucking door. That's what you need to be told. You need to be told that this education system is bullshit. That's what you need to be told. Because if you can't tell somebody that means that you're not going to apply it to your own child. That means that you leaving it up. Your child is at the mercy of the shit that we was at the mercy of. We trying to fight against that. Well, I don't want my kid to get the same shit. All right? So ain't nothing wrong with homeschooling and getting them ahead of the game and also activating them, you know what I mean? Like in other parts of your life. My thing is farming, you know what I'm saying? I think that that's a big fucking thing. To me, that's big. To me, that's big. Come on, I understand it. I know that when somebody else looks at it, they like, yo, what I'm gonna do with those tomatoes? I know I'm looking at 6-7 cases of fucking tomato sauce that could be sold for mad money because people will buy organic. No matter what the inflation is doing, people will eat good. Trust me when I tell you, man. But let's go back to the roaring 30s. I mean, what was that? The roaring 20s? Going into the 30s, the Great Depression. Hell of a time, right? We haven't heard about that shit since Obama was in office. Remember when Obama was in office? All we heard was recession, recession, recession. That's all you heard. I didn't even know what the word meant until Obama came in. Recession, recession, recession. Black. I remember, this is what I remember back then. Black. Black. It's trendy. You know what I'm saying? Word. It's okay to be a nigga now. Black. Be black. Vote or die. How about that? You don't vote or you gonna die, nigga. How about that? Sounds like gangs in New York. Trust me when I tell you. Y'all seen that movie? Now, a lot of people didn't know that I starred in that movie. Yeah, that's me up there. This is how I understand this shit. Entertainment, big business, how it ties directly into politics. Things can be bought, and they out here getting bought like a motherfucker. And we got people pissing on us, telling us it's raining outside. Now, for the people that think that now I get a lot of this. Let me just tell you motherfuckers something. Let me just throw this at you. For the people that think that there's something, like I have something twisted, like I'm on this cult shit or something, or whatever, right? That means that you just haven't looked at the issues that I looked at. And you don't have enough respect for me or yourself, you lazy motherfucker, to look it up. So, what do I need to prove to you? You're dumb. Dumb as fuck. Why would I need to fucking explain myself to a dummy? An emotional dummy. Time out. Time out. Right? Yeah, I played as the butcher in this motion picture. It was called Gangs of New York. About these motherfuckers this was gerrymandering for real. Because this was about the immigrants coming in, right? Y'all like gangs in New York. What the fuck I gotta do it? Think about it. The immigrants were coming in. Laws were being made. They needed votes. Come on, y'all remember? Gangs in New York. Mark said, I lost my job when my wife was 8 months pregnant in November 2009. Then I got fired. Okay, because I couldn't afford Obamacare. Obama turned me into a Republican. I thought you about to say Obama turned you into a beast. I wasn't going to say beast, but something else. Because Obama definitely turned a lot of people into something else, right? Obama made everybody Twinkies. Let's keep it real, bro. More motherfuckers came out the closet. Come on, man. You know Obama okayed that shit. Obama said this is normal, bro. Matter of fact, a man fucking a woman is abnormal. Right? Don't act like y'all go to the men's section now and see the zippers on the left and all that. Come on, bro. That's regular now. Hey, I'm an old-fashioned American man. You know, I believe that men should punch men in the face, right? And men shouldn't take off a body part. Maybe be real careful. Men shouldn't take their body part off and then call themselves a woman and then go box a bitch out in the ring. I don't think that that's good. Yeah, I love Pac too, man. Facts. Favorite song, All Eyes on Me. Yup. Living life like the thug nigga, cause we be getting hot. Living life as the thug nigga, drug dealer. Until the day I die, all eyes on me. I see death around the corner. Gotta stay high while I survive in the city where the skinny niggas die. Huh? Words of spirits, man. These niggas been selling death forever. Don't let me do. I see death around the corner. Gotta stay high while I survive. Yeah, because you listening to the lyrics and you looking at the picture and you like, what the fuck? It's weird, right? It's weird, right? I'm weird for showing you this. But look, this is the lyrics that I used to be singing. I see death around the corner. Gotta stay high while I survive in the city where the skinny niggas die. When they bury me as a G, nigga. No need to worry. I expect retaliation in a hurry. Words of spirits. That shit was all karma, bro. But yeah, Obama did this. You know what I'm saying? He's one of them that did it. A whole list of them that did it. Whole family. Yo, bro, this is just a circle. They don't hear me though, Lansky. You heard me? They don't hear me though, Lansky. You heard me? Yeah, I know the entertainment game. I know the record business, and I know Hollywood. Not from what I've read and studied. I've been in this shit for a long time. I've been around some shit. I know what the fuck is out here. And I'm telling you, ultimately, you gotta stay prayed up, man. You gotta stay close to God, because who knows when the fuck you're gonna log off. Trust me, all you liberals and conservatives, let me let you know something else. Without no God, without no fucking love in your heart, fuck that. Let's just put that. Let's take God out of the equation, because somebody want to argue in the chat, and I'm not with it, right? So let's assume you don't recognize God, right? But love, do you recognize that? Because even a demon will love his daughter. Even a demon will love his daughter. Some of these demons, I've heard the last thing they think about is their daughters or their sons. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, even a demon as a child, you know what I mean? Like that they love. Without love, you ain't got shit, man. You be conservative all you want, man. You be as liberal as you want. Some of y'all, this is just something to talk about. But some people, that's just some shit to die about. But you ain't hear it over here. Alright? Yeah, that's Sherry Shepherd from The Fucking View. It's my homie. It's my little homie. Naomi Campbell's also my little homie. Couple people. And let me tell you something. Most of the people I know, as black as they are, pro-black as they are, they conservative Republicans. That's how they vote. I ain't gonna lie. The ones that got money, the ones that speak in my type of language, the ones that can articulate a sentence are normally conservative. And I'm not capping at the liberals. I'm not saying that there's not some well-studied liberals, but most of them turned Republican. You've never heard of a Republican that turned liberal. Name one. Get in the chat if you're a Republican, a Democrat that used to be a Republican. It never happens. You only have Democrats that turn Republican. That's all you have. They never turn back around. You never go back and say, I'm a liberal now. It never happens. At this point, anyone attacking God needs to be met with prayer strong. I think that's what they said. Let me look at my chat. Needs to be met with prayer, strong, determined prayer. If they are possessed, they will run. Don't apologize for your use of God. Don't shame God. The Men in Black. I'm a Democrat who moved Republican. We used to call that movement the walkaway movement. You know what I'm saying? When I first started representing for the conservatives, we called the movement the walkaway. We had to create a fucking movement in order to get away, because it was so many people, thousands and thousands of stories of people that was getting disowned by their family because they said they liked Trump. I'm like, damn, this nigga was sent from God. At first, I thought he was a demon. I'm like, that's only God can strike like that. You know what I mean? Like, you feel me? And said, I'm not talking about he's anything like God. I'm saying that God will send an example or somebody that'll crack a code that you've been trying to crack for a long time. Meaning this, right? Let me break it down in layman's terms, right? I had a lot of motherfuckers next to me talking about they love me for years. I love you. I'll die for you. I'll kill for you. I've given thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of dollars to some of these motherfuckers, right? Like, people I show love to, that's how much it equals up to. For them to just flip, as soon as I say I like a dude named Trump, I said, this motherfucker was sent by God. Because all this time you've been around me, not really fucking with me, but using me for some shit, right? And now that I made my political view, now you allow yourself. Nothing I did was efficient enough for you to show your true colors. But I said Trump name, and it showed me just how much of a bitch you was. Oh yeah, I cut family members off for this shit. Yeah. And not for Trump. For the policy, for the political view, for the ability to think, for the ability to say, you know what? I don't hear you. Let me do my own study. Let me figure things out for myself. And once I did that, that's serene. That's clean. That's God's work. When you do it by your fucking self. That way, when something go wrong, you can take the blame for yourself and you don't have to keep pointing your fingers, because a lot of you liberals are professional finger pointers. You motherfuckers just sitting around pointing your fingers. You don't got no love in your heart. You motherfuckers some demonic motherfuckers. You're against religion. You're against the church. You're against the Muslims. Come on, man. And you're for everything that the Muslims don't stand for. Or the church. Real talk. Y'all want to add abominations up into your shit. Y'all want these kids to be going to school fucking, choosing their own sex and shit like that. I'm not with none of that weirdo shit. Hell no. Don't you know you will destroy the structure of the family, man? You will have families going against each other, man. So I think that they really want a real fucking race war or some shit. You know what I mean? Or, excuse me, fuck a race war. A race war ain't enough. They want a civil war in this bitch. You know what I mean? A race war, a civil war, it's a race war could be isolated places. A civil war, and it's up countrywide. Now, you want to know what a civil war look like? Go look at Rwanda. Watch how motherfuckers, when the government, y'all keep on saying defund the police. When the police leave, oh baby, it gets bloody when police leave. When the police leave, the machetes come out, papi. When they defund the police, when the police really leave, them projects that y'all like living in this shit like that, that's a war zone. And I don't give a fuck if you got a 9mm with a couple boxes of bullets. That shit's not gonna stop a motherfucker that throw a grenade in your apartment. Come on, man, wake the fuck up. A lot of beheadings, stuff like that. They stole a lot of kids. They had them sniffing gunpowder and shit, killing people in the streets. Militia groups grew. What do you think these migrant gangs gonna do? They gonna band the fuck together and do what they've been doing. Chaos. Real talk. Y'all better wake up. Haiti's divided in gangs. Gangs run everything. Now, do you want a foreign gang running your shit? Tell you something. Imagine if a foreign government came over here. Listen, most of y'all don't have one Chinese friend. None of y'all, matter of fact, I would say none of y'all got Chinese. Furthermore, none of y'all work in a Chinese restaurant. Don't they treat y'all different? Don't they treat you almost like they're not? No cap. This is what I've learned in my neighborhood. They treat you almost as if you're not human. They'll feed you anything and feed themselves white rice and shit like that. They'll feed you anything. They'll feed you all this fucking poison and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So imagine if they took over your country and came over here. How nice you think they're going to be to you? If you decide to knock on China's door and say, you know what, I want to go, I want to live here, I want to be a citizen, how nice are they going to be to you? So I'm not saying that we it's our duty to be mean to nobody. I'm saying that we got to do things the right way. We got to take care of us. We got to do what's right for the older people. Real talk. And the younger people. I like the person that speaks about that. I like the person that wants to help the older people, you know what I mean? And, you know, fix up the country. I'm that type of motherfucker. I want to see that. Your truth, my opinion in the fucking building. That's crazy. Salute. Your truth, my opinion. Yeah, I'm done. I'm tired. All right. That's all I got for y'all today, man. Up until, you know, I'm probably not gonna be live again until the 9th. You know, unless something pop out that's crazy, whatever that we got to talk about. But most likely, I'm probably gonna be out for the 9th, so we go viral. Trump has Nikola Tesla documents inherited from his uncle. He is named after. He's named after who? Oh, that's uncle that he's named after. We're going to talk about that more, B1. I got to really get up out of this joint. Uncle John Trump. Tesla paper, secret clearances, etc. Yeah, y'all going to have to put me on another time because right now I can't even. I ain't going to lie. This whole shit, you have to really have your energy together in order to tackle shit. And I was live earlier on different panels, so I kind of like burnt out arguing with people that wasn't really agreeing with what I was talking about. Well, it wasn't people, it was just one person. Mind the Major Baltimore, love you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Salute. But B1, yes, we'll attack this shit. I think it's on the 8th or the 9th. I'll get in contact with you tonight to see what you sent this shit. You know, I know I'll be kind of slacking with getting right back to you, but you do be sending a lot of shit. And I'm one of those people that I like to absorb it so I understand it, you know? I don't mind somebody schooling me too, you know what I'm saying? But I like to get my own understanding of things. That way I can add to the conversation. Mark, God bless all of you and bless your families. And God bless America. And God bless Democrats or the Republicans, man. You're all Americans, man. This is the point. Wake up. Let's change the policies that kept us fucked up. That's all it is. It's all about just fixing, you know what I mean? Oiling up the fucking gun. You know what I mean? Cleaning that motherfucker up and make sure when it's time to shoot, it's shooting, it's firing off for real, for real. We gotta clean house. Thank you, Mark. I promise, ask God tonight for strength in your voice and hands. I promise God will deliver. American Patriot, I will do that tonight. I will do that tonight. I'll do that tonight. Strength in my voice and hands. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. Great, great. J Rico, salute. TSTV in the building. Thank y'all very much for pulling up. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta go. All right, later.